This video is going to talk about the facts of adding new things into your post. We've been working just with the different effects, the text, the images, and things that are already existing in your post, but what if you want to add something that's not there yet? And that's where the Add button comes into play on your toolbar on the top right corner here. Now, when you're looking to add, I can just select text. If I want to do text, I click on text. It's going to bring in a line for me to fill in, just like it did with the other text box that was existing, and it's going to drop it in somewhere on my picture. Now you can see that it's maintained the same text features as the last one I did. I did wolf last time, and now I did canine, but they look the same. I can drag this wherever I'd want to, and then I have the ability to come and change the fonts or colors or whatever I want to in this section. My next one is to add a photo. So if you choose Add Photo from here, it will automatically drop it into the first available cell that you have that does not contain a photo. So if I do Add Photo here, it would bring it into this white space right here. So even if I select something different, let's try it. Let's add photo. You're going to see I have an upload option to upload something from my desktop or somewhere on my computer, or I can find free photos. I see dogs. I'll grab this dog this time, and it has dropped it into this cell. If I would want it to switch these cells, I can click and drag, and you see as I drag it over, it is taking the cell that was there and it's moving it. It's swapping it out with the two cells. I'm going to undo so you can see it back to where it was. If I want to put an image in a specific place, so let's say I wanted it to be here, but I didn't want a dog here. Well, the first thing I can do is I can click and delete, and I can choose just to delete the photo, and it gets it back to the way it was. If I select this cell, I can go into image here and find one that way. Or there's even a replace option right here. I can click on replace. It brings me to the same place. I find the image, and now I can drop it into the place that I want to with the proper text box and everything. The next option you have here is to add an icon. And an icon is lets you search for different things like shapes, for animals, signs, all kinds of things, and they are a solid color. So I evidently had to search for a phone recently, and you're going to see there are a ton of different pictures of phones that are just little icons that I could put in. If I keep my theme and I look for dog, you're going to see a ton of different icons that you can bring in that are a solid color. I could drag this one and maybe stick it in there. Whoop, I just click on it instead. It's going to add it. It's chosen one of the colors that I had for my color scheme to put it in. And I can resize, and you can see I have some lines that are helping me line it up so it's centered with everything else that's happening. I can then choose with my icon there the color, and I could say I want it to be this color instead, or I could choose whatever different color I want it to be. So you have total control on that. On the last one we're not going to get into, but this logo one goes back to doing when I talked about branding in the first video very briefly. If you create some kind of image or icon that would be branded as your video that you could put anywhere, those would be listed there.